All right, here we go. We're back for another episode of Mid 10 Listens. This is number 92. We're working our way up toward 100 really quick. I'm Brett with MiddleTennesseeMusic.com, and we've got a really cool panel with us this week. Room full of sound engineers, music lovers, and musicians. And we're going to be working with XRP Radio in London, so we've actually got to sort of tighten up a little bit. If you know this group, you know we don't want to do that, but we're going to have an hour slot over there to get this edited into, so I'm going to be a little quicker with introductions this week. And if you guys just give the quick howdy as we go through. I'll start with Brian. Brian is a sound engineer, front of house mixer, and recorder out in Iowa with one of the biggest churches around out there. He does a fantastic job with this audio work. Brian, glad to have you with us. From Nashville, Tennessee, we have Czar Smith, who is another recording and mix engineer, does great work in a lot of different genres, and he's been with us now. I think this is your third week in a row. Is that right, Chris?
Yep, third one.
Very cool. I'm glad you're here, too. Aaron Young has Hangout Records, one of our show sponsors. He's in Memphis, Tennessee. He claims no musical professional aptitude. That'll work. He's a music lover of all sorts, and I don't think he's only missed one out of all the Mid 10 Listens shows. And Aaron, we really appreciate your support. And we have Jeffrey Hellman, who is also known as Steel Rain, and does One More Saturday Night show on Google Plus and hosts open mics in California. Jeff, really appreciate you joining us this week.
My pleasure to be here, and Aaron's a really good listener.
He is. He's probably already listened to our songs this week, although he says he hasn't. And we're going to take him at his word for that. We've had a blast putting this one together, and if you read the blog post, then you'll realize that I'm almost being facetious there. It's been rather interesting week all around. It's only Monday, so we're in for a good time. I know we've got some really good music. And our first song up tonight, I better let Jeff in on the rating system too, and I guess we should let our listeners in on the rating system. And let's start at the highest level and work our way down. Best rating we're ever going to give a song is that we're jamming it at the red light. The windows down, the license plate's about to fall off from the vibration. The neighbors are ready to just shoot people. Brian, quit moving stuff around. I'm trying to read it. Just below that, level number 4, we got 5 levels. So level number 4 is something you might get caught dancing to. And you can imagine, that's a good tune. I'm going to stop it, Aaron. Hang your head in shame. Screw this. We're going to do it a little faster than that. Jamming at the red light's our top rating. You might get caught dancing to something. That's level number 4. Level number 3 is something you might have stashed on the tablet for later listening, late at night, whatever, that kind of thing. Hey, sometimes you got a song you're only going to listen to on chick flick night, and there's a lot of reasons for that. And hey, if we just can't take it, we're not even going to let the dog download it. So that's the lowest level we'll give, level number 1. If everybody understands those, and Aaron's finished moving them around for me while I'm trying to read them, we'll bring up our first song, and we'll try to not to do it in full screen so that we can still see what's going on here. First one up is Alexx Calise with her song Cry. You can find her at alexxcalise.net. That's Alex with 2 X's, CALISE.net. I Don't Feel Sorry for Being Who I Am proclaims sharp-tongued singer, guitarist, and songwriter Alexx Calise, delivering a sound that's both fresh and uniquely her own. She combines crunchy rock riffs with probing lyrics and hooky pop melodies. It sounds interesting to me. If you guys have got it all ready to go there on our player on the website, hopefully I got everything right, and we've got the right songs in the right spots. Let's hit those play buttons and see what we think.
Well, I guess it's been a while since I've seen the sunshine, since I have smiled. And me, who's so well versed is feeling so damn empty, is at a loss for words. Forgot what it's like to just feel okay, praying for the day when there is no more rain. And I don't wanna do anything but cry. Oh, and I don't wanna do anything but cry.
Really nice to start off.
Well,
It's a little sibilant for me.
alive. I'm going through the motions, but I don't feel like trying.
You can hear that.
The whole
But it makes me want to have a glass of wine and look at the stars.
Wish that I could crawl inside, hide away, and I don't wanna do anything but cry. Oh, and I don't wanna do anything but cry. Oh, I'm so low.
What a really good sounds in the mix.
I'm almost to the bottom. Oh,
I really like the way everything is spaced
even my
Yeah.
spatially.
soul's left my body. Oh, and I don't wanna do anything but cry.
I like the arrangement. It's spot on.
Yeah, that's really heavy duty.
I don't wanna do anything but cry. And I don't wanna do anything but cry. And I don't wanna do anything but cry.
Wow.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
feeling better about the week already.
Yeah.
Yo.
That improves
Man.
the day real quick.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever heard a song that included the same line over and over so many times that included in such a fantastic use.
Yeah. It's
How about the last 30 to 45 seconds of that song and all the other instruments coming into play at the end? That was just really enlightening for me.
Yeah, I mean that was big. I'm going to jam that sucker at the red light. I'm going to jam it while I'm running down the road. I'm going to jam it in the morning and late at night and in the afternoon with a glass of wine, like Jeff said. And
yeah, I gotta agree. That was beautiful. That's
It was beautiful. I mean, it's rare that we hear a song on here that leaves me speechless. And this is one of those times where I'm just speechless. It's a great tune. Um,
exactly.
I'd like to hear more from this artist. See what else she's got.
I like the vocal treatment. You know, I like the way it was so upfront. Everything else kind of had a lot of. I mean, the reverb on some of the stuff was heavy, but then it drops right off, which was nice. But the vocal was kind of left alone in that way, and I like that. It put it out front, made it clear. It was nice.
Kind of reminded me of Tori Amos, maybe,
yeah, I think maybe that's who I was trying to pull out of my head too. But
or Lorena McKennitt, The Mummers Dance.
Mhm.
You know, if I had to compare, that's who I would choose.
you know, Jeff said early in the song that was slightly sibilant, and I can hear where he was coming on that. But then at the same time, I was thinking, but it fits. I can't complain about it. I really wow,
Well,
nice.
you know, if I'm picking nits, that's the one thing I would say is that it sounded like they had to do some work to try and cover up some of the stuff that was happening when she was singing.
Might have been, and it might have been just in the reverbs too. So there's a lot of high end in the reverbs.
Maybe.
But wow.
But whatever it was, I mean, it wouldn't stop me from listening to it again.
It sure didn't hurt it.
No, I thought the sibilance gave it that more mournful tone to me. It just added to the depth of the song of what she was trying to say, in my opinion. And when at the end, like Aaron was saying, when all the other instruments come in, I mean, the dynamic range went huge, and you still didn't lose the vocals. That's one thing that was really impressed for me, was that the mix was still so spot on and so tight. You could bring in that huge dynamic range and still have the vocals sitting up front. That was really good. I'm jamming it at the red light too.
I'm a jam at the red light.
This is my thoughts. First of all, that was the best mix that I've heard in the 3 weeks I've been doing this. The end of it, I feel like the vocal got buried just a little bit when everything else came in. Almost felt like it should have kind of climaxed there. Like Jeff said, it was sibilant, and normally that's my pet peeve for vocals, but the vocal had my attention so much that I didn't even notice it until Jeff had mentioned it. The vocal was so, it showed me a lot in that one song where it kind of, it transitioned to me, and it's another one of those songs where to me the vocal just got better as the song went on. But I'm definitely jamming this at the red light. I'd take it a step further, and I'd buy this. Like I love that.
That's the highest rating ever given on this show. We've had I just shared this before, but
Yeah.
I mean, I love the song, and I love the mix. I mean, that is the most balanced mix I've heard since doing this. I mean, I'm definitely, as soon as we're done with this, I'm listening to those on the monitors, because I heard some things speaking left to right that I got to hear that again.
Me too. I wanted to, we had one last week that we both wanted to crank up loud late after the show was over, and I already had the family in bed, and I did it anyway, and they got pissed. I think they're going to be pissed again tonight.
I agree. The mix was pretty awesome, but I think my top rating goes to the arrangement. There were so many things, so many elements coming in and out and timed perfectly, and I really like that.
And for one, it almost in the arrangement, it was almost like they threw the whole kitchen sink at it, but they didn't. It was, like you said, it was a great arrangement, great mix, great performance.
Yes.
And that's what I think that performance really pulled it together. So I'm just tickled to death with it. What are you rating that one, Jeff?
I'll give it a top rating. I thought it was really tastefully done.
You guys are boring. Gosh. 5 jamming at the red light to start off the night. Well, we've set a high bar.
I mean, jamming red light, it wasn't that kind of tune for me where I'm like, jamming it, but it was like first rate.
Well,
I give it top rating, but I mean, it isn't like I'm going to be dancing in the car at the red light. I'm going to be closing my eyes and going with the song. So.
Running right through the red light, huh?
Someone else better be driving when I'm listening to that song. There you go. That's number 6. Someone else better be driving while I'm listening to that song.
I'll be damned. Great stuff. Alexx Calise. And, she just sent that in this morning, and that's just, wow. Good timing, good stuff. Way to start off my Monday evening. Thank you, Alexx Calise, and we'll be looking forward to more.
She's probably going to get a sale from me.
Oh yeah, I'm following SAR's lead. I'm going.
I'll be darned. That's great. Cool. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our next song of the evening. This episode of Mid 10 Listens Live is brought to you by Hangout Records, supporting independent music on Google Plus through Hangouts on Air, open mics, and special events. Hangoutrecords.com. And by XRP Radio, home of the unsigned and independent musicians from around the globe. xrpradio.co.uk. Hey, we're back, and wow, we had a great start to the evening. And Joshua, my partner here at Middle Tennessee Music, interviewed our next group, So Long Solo, a week or so ago. Really interesting interview that caught my attention, and so I sent them an invitation over to send us a song for the Mid-Ten-Listens show. And we have Poetry tonight, their latest release. Let's see, 2014 marked exciting new territory for this multi-instrumentalist duo. After starting the spring with a well-traveled 30-show college tour, they journeyed to Nashville to record the debut album with the Grammy Award Winning producer Mitch Dane. So Long Solo was joined by an all-star team of musicians whose credits start with Taylor Swift, Ben Folds, R.E.M., Jars of Clay, and go on and on and on. Self-titled album came out in September. And we have the song Poetry. If you guys have got it ready to go, let's hit play.
Grandfather clock topped a dozen
I'm 5
again.
seconds in, finally.
The gears hit away in its wooden nest, crackle and spin. The songbird emerges to signal the end of a day. Our mistakes and their grave, love's mystery safe.
I know that clock.
Love burns hotter than stars. Love beats longer than hearts. So come on, grow with me, love. Love breaks the physics of time. Love is sweeter than rhyme. Make our own poetry. Birds across the southern sky for a finer place. But I'm done with that chase. It's a choice that I made. There's intimate comfort that comes from an unfeigned friend who knows when you're weak but lifts up your best. Oh,
This is nice.
Love burns hotter than stars. Love beats longer than hearts. So come on, grow with me, love. Love breaks the physics of time. Love is sweeter than rhyme. Let's make our own poetry. The last golden embers snatch at the shadows and play. The delicate curves of your cheek are etched out in flames. I've never regretted crowning a finger with gold. I'd like to grow old with you. Love burns hotter than stars. Love beats longer than hearts. So come on, grow with me, love. Love breaks the physics
Her voice is
It
sweet.
breaks the physics of time. Love is sweeter than
Both their
rhyme.
voices blend so well.
Let's make our
They've
own
got a really good
poetry.
karma going with each other.
I think the harmonies were the best part of this.
Yeah, their voices blended well, very well.
Another wow.
Yeah, another great arrangement.
No kidding.
Okay, so that's Mid 10 Listens, episode 92. It's been a wonderful and beautiful and inspiring night. We'll see.
Take, we're done.
Wow.
It was
Where do we
wow
go
again.
Oh wow, where do we go from here, man?
Man, their sound is so close to the Abbott brothers. It's just scary how close they are.
Is
Yeah.
that something that we applaud that they? I mean, I don't know what.
Oh, it's a good thing. I mean,
Oh, okay.
they definitely fit that genre, the
Ah.
Americana folk.
Well, see,
genre.
that's different than saying that they sound exactly like someone. I mean, I anyway, I don't know.
We hear you. We know what you're saying, Jeff. Wow.
I mean, I don't listen to the Abbott brothers, so I don't know. That's why I'm trying to understand exactly what, yeah. But yeah, the arrangement was good. I frankly didn't really like the mix as well on this as the last one. The voices did blend well together. But it didn't move me the way the last one did. Just me.
And it got me just as well. There was a bit right as it got started where I thought to myself, I got the same complaint as I always do. Give me more vocal, and I've about decided that that's me and the way I hear and using the headphones.
Well, actually, one comment I was going to say is that I thought it started out a little rocky, but then really came together about a third of the way in.
And it might have been. It's supposed to start off a little rocky.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not trying to be super negative. I'm just,
Oh no, we want negative. We're here to pick on people. I tell them that when I send them an email and ask them if they want to. Hey, if you want your song to be picked on live, in front of a panel,
Okay.
and they do it. I don't know why they do it.
I really like the message of the song too. I think at the end of the song, everything comes full circle. It's about love, about making love, about making your own poetry.
Love burns hotter than stars, man. What a line!
Love breaks the physics of time.
Yeah, I like that line too.
That was
cool.
That was my favorite line, what you just said. Love breaks the physics of time.
So yeah, I'm gonna get caught dancing with this, but only if I had somebody to dance with.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about it, Czar?
I liked it. It really reminded me, when it first came in, it reminded me of some Jason Mraz stuff a lot. And I love his music, and I felt this went right along with it. I was really looking forward to having the female take over some too, but the blending of the voice was nice. Everything, it's a good arrangement. I think it was a good. I liked the mix. The mix kept me busy. There was things I heard popping in the left, popping in the right, switching it up a little bit. Now I love that in mixes. I'd have the gymnast at the red light too.
I think I put it on my tablet.
Brian?
I'm gonna have to get caught dancing to it. I was moved by the song, and like Czar said, the vocals were blended perfectly. Loved the vocals together, but I would have also liked to seen or heard the female take over at one of the verses. I think it would have been a good switch up in that. I really do. I wouldn't like to.
You said you're caught dancing, right?
Right. I'm going to get caught dancing to it.
And
I would like to heard more of the female up front.
yeah, I would have liked to heard just a little more too. And but just the bit at the end with her few solo love, and repeated, that was that did it. That got it for me. I'm jamming that one too. Maybe it's because my mood lightened with our first song, and the two go together. I mean, I could put the two together on I hate this word, mixtape.
Whoa.
I definitely got to be in a certain mood to listen to it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But that song, I mean, like Jason Mraz music, it puts me in a good mood. That's what I call my feel good music.
That's a feel good song for sure. And I hope somebody in the other room's feeling good, because that's I'm gonna
There's
play
number
this
two.
one at her. Yeah, I gotta go ahead and jam that one. I mean, it's a chick flick night. It's a dancer. It's a stash on the tablet. It fits all of those for me, so it's a jammer. That's fantastic stuff, and I agree with you guys. Great mix, good stuff coming out of Nashville on this. I really appreciated the way when I read the list of what all was going on with the production of the record, and I'm thinking about a duo. I was kind of worried that it was going to be too much, but they did a real good job of presenting it as if it could have been a duo, just backed
Right.
with a couple extras, and that was sweet. I loved it, and wow, what a great start to a night. So that's 2 down. We got 3 more to go, and we'll be right back after this message from our sponsors. This episode of Mid-Ten Listens Live is brought to you by Hangout Records, supporting independent music on Google+, through Hangouts on Air, open mics, and special events. HangoutRecords.com. And by XRP Radio, home of the unsigned and independent musicians from around the globe. xrpradio.co.uk. You guys. All right, that's 4 down and 1 to go, and the bottom of the 9th here, and wow, what an interesting night it's been. Some good music so far, and next up we have Andy Robbins, who has sent over All Out at Sea, taking his inspiration from artists such as Oasis, Jimi Hendrix, the Beatles, and Bob Dylan. Andy describes his sound as folk blues with an indie rock undertone tied up with an emotive edge. And again, we've got All Out at Sea from Andy Robbins. You guys got her loaded up and ready to play there?
Yep.
Let's do it. A really nice acoustic sound.
Yes, it is. That's beautiful.
Every time I turn around, know I see your face. It's every time that
Good
I
electric
move
piano in there.
Yeah. Nice bass line.
end up in the same place. Time that I look up, think the sky will fall. I hope you realize don't need you anymore. 'Cause I'm all out at sea. This place I could be. 'Cause I'm all out at sea. Nowhere else I'd rather be.
That's all right there.
'Cause I've been thinking about your face. Oh, it ain't that pretty. And I've been thinking about my life. Suddenly I'm free. When I see you out, to look down to the floor. I hope you realize don't need you anymore. 'Cause I'm all out at sea. Best place I could be. 'Cause I'm all out at sea. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. 'Cause I'm all out at sea. 'Cause I'm all out at sea. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
I really dug that major switch up in the bridge.
Yeah, that's really cool.
No, I see your face. Every time that I move on, it's up in the same place. Time that I look up, the sky will fall. Been to many places. I hit them home. 'Cause I'm all out at sea. It's this place I could be. 'Cause I'm all out at sea. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
I really like the message in this song. And I like how the lyrics tell that somebody's comfortable being themselves, um, and being all out at sea. No, there's no place I'd rather be. There's a very calm and serene theme there, and really like the message of the track.
I think I like everything about it. I was looking for something wrong with it. I couldn't find anything wrong with it.
Yeah,
There was one spot where the vocal trailed off just, and I guarantee whomever mixed it was, I bet whoever mixed it played it 100 times and nudged it up a little bit and said, no, that's too much, and nudged it down a little bit and said, that's too much, and so finally they said, oh, I just can't do it. Leave it right there. Because it was just trailed off just a little too much, and I bet during this, I bet in the speakers that it doesn't trail off too much, but it's like a I love the guitar, distorted guitar tone. It was great. I like the way the mix built, the choice of the piano sound and the drum sounds and the treatment and the bridge and the vocal and the story in it. And to me, it was like Ghost Riders of the Caribbean.
Yeah, exactly. That was cool, man. That's
was
a good comparison right there. You
just
could really hear the Dylan influences in the lyrics too. I really got a lot of Bob Dylan coming out of the lyrics and the way they were presented into the track, and the way he synced them up in there. I could definitely hear the influence of Dylan.
Um,
On the guitar work, I thought all three guitars that were in the track, because I heard one acoustic on my right side and another acoustic playing a slightly different line on the left side. And then, of course, the distorted electric coming in the middle, just off center, was just the perfect timing and placement. It was a great arrangement for that.
Band on a stage.
It was a band on a stage,
They
dude.
kept the mix simple,
Yeah.
and it's band on a stage, and really nice. And
Yeah.
when it first came in, there was one thing that really caught my attention, and it was almost as if it, it felt to me like the acoustic guitar. It was definitely an acoustic guitar. It was a really beautiful recording of an acoustic guitar, and I'm not sure how they pulled this off, but it was almost as if every string was mic'd individually and placed in a different spot. As it, they must have done it with certain frequencies, hitting the mix with the pan. There was, you could feel it moving with each note, and that was really cool.
It was really cool. The guitars, the acoustic guitar sound in that at the beginning was just gorgeous.
I got, you know, I could jam this track loud, and I don't think I'd be able to stop at the red light. I have to be able to turn this one up and just play and run, and I'll just take the ticket.
I don't blame you. I got to agree with you. I'd be jamming this one at the red light too. I think this is going to sound great on the monitors.
What about Czar?
It's really weird. I liked it, but it was weird to me that it didn't feel like a song to me. It felt more like a score for a movie or a trailer, or I mean, just as I was listening to it, I just kept seeing like motion picture behind it. But I really liked it. It was really the sound aspect is unique. I like how the vocal kind of hit this growl in the low parts. It was some parts that I felt that the vocal did get buried a little, but I like how it transitioned from kind of this growl in there to the just the high parts in the hook, the out at C parts. Yeah, I really liked it, but it's something about it just doesn't feel like a song to me. It just feels like,
yeah, I mean, it feels like a movie.
Right? Yeah.
It doesn't feel like, to me, it doesn't feel like a score for a movie or a song for a movie. It feels like a movie.
Yeah, there was definitely something that I couldn't put words on, and y'all just did. I mean, it definitely, it didn't sound like a song. It just didn't. I don't know. It didn't reach out and grab me, like some of the other submissions have tonight. So, but still, I'd probably get caught dancing to it.
I'd have to say I'd stash it on my tablet, but if you put some picture behind it.
See, for me, it was the picture. That's where I'm coming from. It gave me the whole 9 yards. I don't need a video to go with it.
Yeah,
it gave me the video. It was the movie. It was the whole story for me.
And even just the term out at sea, I kept picturing like what was the Tom Hanks movie, Castaway? Okay. I was picturing Black Sails on Stars. If anybody watches that pirate series about pirates on Stars.
Yeah.
But it just felt to me like not something that you would of course use a whole song for, but just a good minute of it to put in a in a movie with something going on. It's just the vibe that I got from it, but it just doesn't feel like a song to me where I would just go hit play and just listen to it. I don't know what it was that's giving me that vibe, because I don't know, it's not the arrangement, it's not the music, all that is fine, but I don't know, it's just something about it that just doesn't sound like a arranged song to me. I don't know.
Well, that's you.
That's one way to say it.
That's what I said. It's not a, I would say it's a bad thing because I don't know, no other song has made me feel that way. So, or I had to react to it. But I did enjoy it though.
Yeah, I'm with. I almost don't know how to react to it either because I just the whole thing caught me. It's as antsy and pensive as I was coming into tonight. I'm really tickled to come out of tonight feeling the way I feel. I feel like I've been on a journey. I feel like I've been out sailing and managed to come through the storms unscathed, or at least only missing one arm. And uh, good stuff for me.
It was a good night. It really was. Everything.
Yeah.
So what we got there? Two jammers and two tablets.
Yep. Split 50-50.
Not bad. Good night. A lot of fun. I mean, and fun all the way around. Even on the one song that we didn't exactly like, it was still fun to listen to it and have the opportunity to listen to it and give our opinions on it. It was a challenge for me to really look at that one objectively and step back from my own tastes and try to see where we were. So tonight, this is just a good night all around, and I had a lot of fun as always.
It was always, yes, it was. It was a great time.
Yeah, it was.
So we had Alexx Calise, Andy Robbins, Erica Kane, Evolve, and So Long Solo tonight. 5 tunes.
And 2 purchases.
And 2 purchases. Wow.
Eric, I may have to buy Erica stuff too because that was great.
Invest in at least 1 or 2 of those.
And unheard of. People actually paying for music. Wow. What a night.
We're in the business. We know what's up.
What a night. This has been Mid-10Listens, episode 92. I'm Brett, and we got Brian Dodson, Christopher Sarr-Smith, Aaron Young, Jeffrey Hellman joined us. He had to split early. I think he probably really would have dug that last track. I'm looking forward to seeing what he has to say in the written comments. And we'll see you all again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, or however we're supposed to say it. Peace. This episode of Mid-10Listens Live is brought to you by Hangout Records, supporting independent music on Google+, through Hangouts on Air, open mics, and special events. HangoutRecords.com. And by XRP Radio, home of the unsigned and independent musicians from around the globe. xrpradio.co.uk.